at stake. Shelbourne against Sligo Rovers in the second leg of the final of the League Cup. 1-0 to Sligo from the first leg. Wonderful atmosphere in Tolka Park, a crowd of around 7,000, and there's a sizable contingent who've made it from Sligo for this, the first big domestic final of the season, second leg thereof. 1-0 to Sligo from the first leg. Referee here, Wilfie Wallace from Donegal. Opportunities here perhaps for Shelbourne. O'Rourke trying to force it through, Grogan getting it away, but here's Howlett. And Gary Howlett. Oh, that's a fine shot. Well taken by McLean. They gave him room. Knocked forward then by Grogan. That's Thomas Dunn. Forward by Kenny for Moran. Costello in trouble. Oh, and McGough just managed to make the save. Moran still there, but happy to claim the corner. Dramatic opening. Plenty over which to enthuse. The quality of football in this game already looking good. John O'Rourke in here, and a good stop by McLean again. And Shelbourne need the goal for parity, and are going at it with a will. Gary Howlett, and all the way back to Gough. And now it's Costello. Plenty of options for him forward. He opted instead for McNeville. Dunn making ground to the left. Back again for Costello. Laid off by Gagan. Costello once more. Little return there for the substitute Kelly. On by Gagan. Costello trying to get in there. And the corner conceded by Tovey. Good stuff this from Shelbourne. Stephen Gagan, their top goal scorer, in there. Thomas Dunn swings the corner over left-footed. Up goes Declan Gagan. Tovey not quite convincing with the clearance, but getting it away second time. Howlett with the throw. Kelly the substitute. And it's Howlett once more. Headed away by Gavin Dykes. And this is Johnny Kenny. Round McCopp. Round McNeville. Kenny with pace. McCopp trying to cover. Still Johnny Kenny. In for Moran! Oh, what a wonderful goal by Sligo! Just a minute to half-time, and Pádraig Moran makes the aggregate score 2-0. Johnny Kenny, brilliant, fooling McCopp, and then courageously past McNeville, and with the pace and the conviction to go for that line. But what a brilliant cross, absolutely superb, over goalkeeper Gough, and Moran bravely in to finish it off. His sixth of the season, and a minute from half-time, Sligo Rovers stretch their aggregate lead to 2. Neville. Up went Aspinall. And things somewhat desperate now for Shelbourne. 2 goals they have to pull back. That's off McCopp, but it's gone to Kenny once more. Really is a prolific raider up that right side, Johnny Kenny. He made that first goal. Oh, and he very nearly made a second one for himself. Gough furious with its defence. They didn't close him down. And a real close call for Damien Richardson's men. Kenny really starring on this right wing for Sligo. Beautiful curve on the shot. Gough beating all ends up, but the post keeping it out. Really has been a wonderful final. But Shelbourne being put to the pin of their collar to get back into it. 2-0 in aggregate to Sligo Rovers. Oh, and the flag stayed down. Costello's in here. His cross, Declan Gagan! McNeville's through ball. Sligo caught square. Costello had continued the run forward, and the linesman said no offside. And Declan Gagan was there to apply the finish for his 4th of the season. And he's not normally the one who gets the goals on that side of the family. 2 minutes into the second half. Sligo 2, Shelbourne 1 on aggregate. Stephen Gagan with the cross. Oh, and a close call in front of Mark McLean's goal. Kelly. And then Dunn forward, headed away by Lynch. Sligo with the chance to counter, and never deceived by that. And Kenny shot! Just clawed away by Gough. 9 minutes remain. Tony Sheridan being sent in. Robbie Devereux leaving the fray. 9 minutes for Sligo to hold on to their lead. 9 minutes for Shelbourne to fashion a second goal in what would be the equaliser in aggregate. Kelly. Gagan. Kelly again. And now it's with O'Rourke. Kelly, forward for Gagan. Oh! Normally so lethal, Stephen Gagan. And he just couldn't direct it onto the goal. Everything else was right about that move, except the finish. And sands of time running out for Shelbourne now. A little over 2 minutes to go. McCopp took a knock there. It's Costello now. Howlett. Back again for Costello. And Howlett again. As ever, lovely skills from Gary Howlett. Beautiful ball for Costello. Support here from Sheridan. Sheridan in. Gagan! Yes, they've done it! Shelbourne's top scorer ties it up at 2-2 on aggregate. Lovely ball in from Tony Sheridan and the deftest of glancing headers from Stephen Gagan. Here goes Kenny again. What a thorn he's been in Shelbourne's side. 3 of them can't stop him. Stop him, McCopp. Oh, here's Toby. And a wonderful save by Goff. Great run again by Johnny Kenny. McCopp's clearance only set it up for Toby, but Goff was quite brilliant. Well, it's extra time at Tolka. 30 minutes to separate these teams. 2-1 to Shelbourne on the night, 2-2 on aggregate. Stopped by Aspinall. And now it's Grogan. Sheridan and Kelly try to chip the keeper! And just didn't come down soon enough. Anxious moments on those benches as the first major trophy of the season remains to be won. Sheridan. Oh! McLean seemed to see that late. Tony Sheridan's shot and the goalkeeper clawing at it, but he managed to get it away. Kenny facing Declan Gagan. A wonderful game he's had, Johnny Kenny. And still he goes on. Still power in those legs. Oh, what a fine shot! Well, Goff will say he watched it all the way. Costello. And he's lost out here to Burks. Burks shot. Oh! The woodwork saving Shelbourne. And again. Just wouldn't go in for Johnny Kenny. Steve Burks. Great shot from long range. Goff beaten. Well, 2-1 it is. All square.